My name is Catriona Hynds and I am the new theatre director at Deerfield Academy.
Hi, hi Ms. Hynds. We all know that you have a lot of theater experience, which is why you came to Deerfield taking over the director position. So can you talk to us a little bit about your background?
Yeah, well, I went to boarding school, but we didn't have a theatre program at our boarding school, but we were taken to a lot of theatre. So I decided that when I went to university, I wanted to be a theatre director. I spent 4 years studying theatre and English, and then after I left university, I got a Scottish Arts Council bursary to study to be a theatre director for another 4 years. And then I ran a theatre company for 3 years, and then I started teaching at the Royal Academy, Queen Margaret College in Edinburgh, and at Ohio Northern University. But I have been lucky enough to train to be an opera director as well in Tel Aviv in Israel, as well as Houston Grand Opera. And I freelanced in many places around the world, Mexico City and the National Theatre in Iceland, in Reykjavik. So I've done quite a lot of things. I've been very, very lucky.
Wow. Obviously, you've directed a lot of big stages at big universities and so forth. How is it working at Deerfield? We're kind of a small prep school in New England. How is that?
Well, for Brighton Beach Memoirs, I have a fabulous cast, and I treated them not just like a college cast. I treated them like a professional cast, and I think I pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed, and I'm hoping that the audiences will find that paid off in the end, because I think it's a really solid and strong production, and we're all very, very proud of it. I think the difference is when you are teaching college-age students, there's still quite a lot of teaching while you're directing, and that's more so in a high school environment. You're teaching etiquette, you're teaching confidence skills, you're teaching basic things like textual deconstruction. And so the rehearsal period is very, very compressed. There's a lot to do, and this is a very, very big show, very ambitious show to do on top of the way that I work, which is doing a lot of textual deconstruction, a lot of ensemble building on top of blocking a large show. So we've had to work extremely fast, but the cast are very, 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 very smart and really up for anything, and they just went for it.
Speaking of Brighton Beach Memoirs, why did you choose this particular play for the
Well, originally I had chosen another play. I'd chosen Lillian Hellman's The Children's Hour, and that's a play that has about 15 young women in it, and it's set in a boarding school. And then I thought, that's not fair on the guys. It's only got one male character. And I thought I'd like to start off by doing a comedy. Comedies are actually very hard, much harder than tragedies to do. So I really set myself a high bar, but it's a fun show, and there's a 13-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 16-year-old, and I thought that our students could really relate to it. It's also a classic. It's absolutely beautifully, beautifully written. So.
All right. What do you have for future plans? Winter, spring?
Winter, I know what I'm doing in winter. This is a very naturalistic play, and there is a house that is built on the set. Lots of detail, lots and lots and lots of props. So I thought for the winter play, we'd do something entirely different. And so we're going to do Medea, Euripides' Medea, and we're going to set it in an enormous sand dune. We're going to put the fourth seating bank back so that we can do it in the round, which is a great experience for actors and a wonderful theatrical experience for patrons. So we're going to do that, very abstract, very Persian, exotic, with henna and incense and shafts of light, and so we're doing something very different next time. And then in the third term, I don't know yet. I think I'm doing pretty well by being a show in advance, but we'll wait to see what happens in the third term.